Hello, guys. Welcome back to Christianity Reloaded. Today we are talking about racism in Islam. When you listen to the Dawa guys when they talk to black people about racism, they always say we worship white Jesus and we follow European religion. But you must be an idiot if you're an African to not notice how brutal racism in the Arab world is with regards to Africa. All you have to do is to look at those countries in Africa, in the north of Africa. You look at Morocco, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, and you look at Egypt. The Arabs are not Africans. And what they did is that they invaded Africa and took over the land of indigenous Africans. And when you say this, some of them might disagree. But you see I saw one lady, is from Morocco, and she's representing herself as an Arab woman. And you know that we don't have neighbors. Our neighbors are not Arabs in Africa. I mean the indigenous people of Africa are not Arabs. These people came to Africa, invaded the land, took it by force, and imposed religion on the people. Sometimes, the indigenous, they will make them disappear. And you know what I mean by when I say disappear, Disappear means, they do away with them. And if they don't do away with you and the indigenous person in those places, they will impose their religion on you. And somebody will tell me that the Arabs or the Muslim world or the Islam doesn't have racism there. I mean, these people should be ashamed to even talk about racism and try to excuse Islam in terms of racism. And they miss me with telling me that during the time of a prophet, they have prophet that they have a black guy, Bilal, by name, if I remember correctly, that announces the time of prayer. And they say, you see, this is a friend of the prophet, that he announces the time of prayer during the time of their prophet. But this is not something to rejoice about. This is even something to look at and say, why should you suffer a black man to be waking earlier than the rest of the Arab then to announce the prayers? There's nothing good about a black man, doing the job that other people are lazy to do. And they are telling me that he's a friend. And don't forget that even their prophet owns a lot of slaves, And this is their history. And sometimes because, they lie a lot, they'll come to you and start to tell you about this kind of bullshit about no racism in their religion. Just because they're able to not even convince them, because sometimes it's by force, some Africans, black Africans, to follow their religion. And there's nothing gained, that we don't gain anything from following their religion, because when you look at Africa today, if you disagree with me, you're gonna give me some, examples. But disagree with this example I'm gonna give. Look at Africa today, and look at all the conflict we have in Africa. Majority of this conflict are caused by people that adhere to this religion. You look at northern Nigeria, you talk about Boko Haram. You look at Somalia, Al-Shabaab. You look at Libya. You look at even Sudan today. You look at Mali, Niger, Al Qaeda, you see a lot of ISIS, causing troubles in Africa. And these people will still come to you and tell you that this is a peaceful religion. This religion has no racism. Their prophet was, their fake prophet was against religion, against racism. But this is all lies they propagate. And left on their own, they can't even stand, because when you look at the convert they are making about the black people, it's all about people in prison. They will go to prison and convert the weak-minded. Those that are ex-convict already, they are into criminal stuff, and they will come out of the prison and say, oh, I'm now a Muslim. And I met somebody who was telling me why some black people in UK, some, or even in America, when they get to prison, when they went to prison, they become Muslims. It's because, that's what they do. They will go, they can't be able to approach somebody on the street and sell their religion. Because how are you going to convince somebody that their religion is peaceful when he can see with his own eyes or her own eyes? So they go to the prison and they convince the weak-minded. Because in the past they don't do evangelism. What they do is intimidate you, force you to convert to religion. It's still in their book anyway. Either you convert or you pay jizya. And jizya is on a lenient path. Because on the other extreme, they can do away with your life if you prefer to convert. And sometimes when they're doing this, they forget that they are only less than 11% of the world. But the religion is telling them that they have to convert the other 7 billion people in the world, make them obey their religion is for everyone in the world, everybody. But this is all lies, This religion is not true. It's a fake religion. And it's dangerous as well. I'm not saying this because I have Muslims friends, I don't hate them, but I hate their religion. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Praise be to our Lord Jesus Christ. Peace.